Oh, g'day scrappers. It's Saturday, and the challenge of this weekend was to pick up hard rubbish as much as I could and just see how much sort of money and value that I can get out of hard rubbish over a couple of pickups on the weekend. As soon as I sort of got to the area, I stumbled across this kind of kitchen system. So you got a stove here, or a hot plate, a stove, the fan system, and a dishwasher. So I kind of picked it all up in one pickup, and because it took up so much space, I thought, well, I might as well just come back, and because I was just going out to get a feel of the new area that I was going to go to. So because I almost filled up the van, I thought I might as well come back, unload this and start again, but then I had a lot of stuff at the backyard that I needed to scrap out, so I've spent most of the time. So I'm just going to focus on doing the hard rubbish tomorrow and see what we can do, maybe get a couple of loads. But I just started off, and this, virtually I drove out. It took me 10 minutes to get there, and the first street I saw this, so I just loaded up and brought it back in, and I picked up a couple of other things in that one street. So I was only there for about, 10 minutes, and I've come back. So and I actually got another antenna, a real nice long one, sort of narrow, and this one here, you see, doesn't have the seam like the other one. So this is extruded aluminium. Even this part here is extruded aluminium, just got to clean off the irony bits. But that's what I mean by, I'll break a bit off. Okay, so that's what I mean by extruded aluminium on these antennas, where it's all one tube, one piece, and that's been extruded. It's been put through an extrusion machine like that. So it's only worth about, it's probably worth about 30 cents a kilo more than regular aluminium. But just so you know that on these antennas, you get the two styles, and even better if you get the extruded, you just get a little bit more, 30% more. And another thing I wanted to mention about picking up hard rubbish, and probably last week I mentioned picking up as much steel as you can. Well, as you can see here, this is what you kind of come up with when you're picking up steel, is that it's not a matter of just throwing the steel into your truck or van and then taking it straight to the scrapyard, unloading and cashing in, because there are still things you want to do. You want to value add to your scrap before you take it to the scrapyard. Like this top here, obviously this is stainless steel. Even these knobs are really good, solid, heavy pieces of stainless steel. And then obviously you got the grill tops, whereas you got the inside, it's cast aluminium. So I can just take off a little bit of steel here. So we got cast aluminium, that's just cast alloy. And then, obviously the stainless steel top, and then even inside here, this is all cast aluminium if we can get that. So, scrapping for metal, it's going to, also get you a lot of this stuff where you want to spend a bit more time and value add. Like this stainless steel, if we can take this off pretty easy, we've turned it 10 times the value, because, and same with aluminium. Aluminium is worth 10 times as much as scrap steel is. So we want to, pick that out. Another thing I found was, one of these portable vacuum cleaners, and this one here, I don't have a magnet on me right now, but this frame is all aluminium. Obviously the tub is aluminium. This central part is all aluminium, right? So obviously it's a good brand. They make it aluminium because you need to cleaners need to carry this on their back. So most of it's aluminium. Then there's going to be a really nice motor in there. So again, we're picking up for a scrap metal, but sometimes we just have to spend a little bit more time, and so rather than getting like, I don't know, say $1 in scrap metal for this, we can get $10 almost in aluminium. I'd say it probably not as much as $10, but vacuum cleaner I picked up. only because it was one of these little old ones I like. It's still got the cord in it, so the only thing I did was take off the cover, left that there, just less plastic. So a really nice long cord in this one, and I thought I'd take it because I don't mind scrapping a few vacuum cleaners out, especially the smaller, older ones. I picked up a couple of printers, but I probably didn't really need to do that. What else? Yeah, so this is all I've got, and I haven't really gone out, to start going through every street. So it was just the first street. I thought I might as well come back, and I've got so much to do today, but tomorrow morning I'm going out there and doing what I used to do, and that was hard Sunday scrapping. And so all right, well, one more thing I picked up. I got 2 microwaves today, and check these out, right? Well, this one here, it's a mealy. It's got a really thick cord. This is going to be it's an old one. It's going to be a good one. Should have a copper transformer. And how's this one? It's a Sharp Carousel, Australian brand, I think. But it looks, that's a plastic cover, and you open the door, and that's your little microwave. But it's just got this plastic cover. It's really cool. And just looks like a television or something, and it's blue, which is unusual. And so if it was something like a television or something a little bit better than a microwave, it would have been a nice collectible. But being just a dirty microwave oven, but yeah, really unusual. Oh, g'day scrappers. Sunday morning, and I'm out here taking a little look, and just get to this area, I passed so much scrap. There's just so much on the road out there today. It's just never ending. So I'll just go and do my first pickup. Okay. It was just a little heater. I just didn't want to take the camera out of the slot there, but okay. I've never done this little area, and it's quite strange because it's not as heavy as what I just passed, and this is the area where it's all it's due to be picked up on tomorrow. So okay, all right, let's make a start and try and find a few streets that are loaded with stuff. And here's one right now. Well, what's here? Just a CRT TV and a printer. Okay, I don't want to drive around too much. I just want to get out there and start. But it just looks like this area, it's really strange, because this is the area that should be picked up, and there's just nothing really here. But you couldn't believe how much I actually passed. So we're just going to have to skim through here, and hopefully as we go, the people are going to start throwing out more stuff. Okay. But like I said, I'm going to pick up steel, and so I'll probably end up doing a lot less driving and just loading up steel, and then okay. All right, well, these steel poles, they're not really heavy, but they're good because they don't take up much space. Like this chair, if I took this chair, it's going to take up all that space for the chair. So I've got a barbecue here. I don't want to take barbecues, but here we go. So we've got a couple of grills. So I certainly want to take the cast iron. Takes little space and you get maximum weight. Perfect. That we don't want. So the rest, they can have the rest, because again, if I put this into the van, you know, it's going to take up a real lot of space, and it just doesn't have much weight. You know, if I could you know, be bothered and undo the stand and then just take the unit as it is, that will be fine, because this part here is that's stainless steel, so it wouldn't take much to undo and just take the lid, but I'm not going to bother with that. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take these steel bars, and that'll start us off with a bit of scrap steel. Nice bars. All right, I'll keep going. Don't want to waste too much of the camera. Okay, so what it was a children's play set that was dismantled. So really good. It's taken up very little space in the van, and we've already got a start on scrap steel. Also, there was this line trimmer, a petrol motor line trimmer. So that's aluminium. So there you go. First pickup. Oh, and I got that little heater from just a couple of minutes ago. The good thing about these is they just, well, you got a little bit of a cord, but they do have quite good weight for the size. They're nice, flat, compact, and they're filled with oil, so scrapyard still take them. So that's good. There's $1 there. Okay. Just have a little look here. Empty box, nothing there. Okay. I can take the lamp with the cord, don't really need this timber. Okay, just put the timber nice and neat so I don't make a mess. All right. And in the van I've got this little blue tub. I just keep this tub here for my small stuff, and when I cut cords I can just quickly put it in this little tub, so I don't have a whole little bits. Just a little bit of steel. But this is it. It doesn't cost anything to pick this up whilst you're looking around for e-waste and stuff like that. So that plastic. Yeah. I mean, I'm already in the area, so why not just stop and pick up a few bits of steel as I go. Oh, we got a steel chest and a keg. Okay. Wow. Jeez. Got some wine. They've left it all out for us. Fry pan that they've drilled holes. What they use this for is for chestnuts, roasting chestnuts on the fire. Some nice hinges. That's a nice, wow, that's really heavy piece of, I think it's aluminium. There we go, some nice duct tape, always handy. A couple golf clubs, I've got a friend that will want them. So, this big chest, wow. Okay, it's not that spectacular. Phone, always take the phone. Some phones have got good boards, some have got average. It's a little plain. Bracket, rivets, $2 they pay for that packet, and a little Phillips screwdriver. Okay, so I'll just bring the van up. I'm going to take this keg. Might have beer in it, and I'll take the okay. All right, now grab that pan. Now, I just want this keg. Okay, that's one of those old school giant ones, really big. Hey, who's going to come down and have a beer with me today? I'll take this. Oh, that's heavy. Beautiful. It's even got this little, I don't know, filter thing on the top, whatever it does. But you know, a few good bits. This is a really heavy piece. This is a really nice machine piece. All right, what else? Oh, the golf clubs. My friend will love these. A little bit of steel. All right, so we're only 5 minutes into it, and we've got, you know, a little bit. Okay, see, this is a very common little thing, and it's really good to find these. It's a bucket of nails and some screws, but I take that because those nails and screws, sort them out, they'll come in handy. Here we go, a really nice condition tub. Take that. All right, we'll still go through because that's not so good. All right, okay, so as you can see, I've really picked through this one. Here's a fishing knife, good for a spare for the car. Wow, DK Inox Australia. Ooh, this is actually a really good one. It's a full tang, or just about a full tang. It goes all the way through. It's one piece. This could be sharpened and beautiful. A shifter. Oh, there's G-clamp. So how's that? All these, you know, cool tools. Wow, big socket, big ring spanner. All right. Okay. Wow. So even this meat hook, these hooks are handy just to, you know, hang things off from the roof. So, well, we've got a really nice long, wow, look how long of a filleting knife that is. That's a serious knife. It's probably a kebab knife or something, I don't know. Smaller one, but that. Okay, scrappers, anyone messes with me on the road today, they're going to be in for a bit of a shock. I better put this into what looks like scrap, so just in case I don't want to get pulled over with a meat cleaver in my front seat. Okay, well, we'll just keep cruising through. Yeah, as I said, the area that I just passed coming to this area was chock-a-block, full of scrap everywhere. So I think I'll probably have to head back to that area because it's just very unusual that there's just not much scrap here. Okay, we'll come back around, hit that. Timber. Well, that's been picked through pretty hard. So yeah, this, you know, because of yesterday and just picking up the kitchen stuff and just coming back. Okay, here's something. All right. Okay, here's another one to look out for. It's Venetian blinds. Okay, but you've got to make sure that, see, these are the plastic Venetian blinds. They're useless. There's no value in them. Okay, if these were aluminium, they'd be really, really good. They'd already be gone. But because it's just plastic, there's no value there. It's just rubbish. Okay, so, all right, what's this? Yeah. Okay. So it's more, you know, here's a scrapper there going around. So, yeah, it's really unusual. This area is so empty. It shouldn't be this empty. So, I don't know. I've missed out on something. I won't follow another scrapper. I'll try and, you know, there's a CRT TV. Well, it hasn't been scrapped. Oh, yes, it has. They just put the cover back on. Yeah, gosh, it's just not as much as, you know, what I thought would have been here. I mean, look at the street. It's only 1 in 20 houses that have put out stuff, so I just don't get it. Whereas the so I must be, maybe the council have gone around and started picking up, because, you know, mattresses are still lying around, and that's a sort of a good indication that the council has already started picking up. But I just, yeah, no point in going down here. Okay, what do we got here? Not much. We'll just take a fan. We don't pass up fans. I'll take these bed frames. Get these 2 bars. I'm just making my way back to the area where it was chockers, because yeah, I just saw someone still taking out stuff. So it's just a little bit different than this part of the area than what was last year. But looks like this street's not bad. Okay. All right, we've got a vacuum cleaner. Cord's been cut, so well, didn't get anything there. But yeah, probably a good thing that I'm not relying on this scrap to actually make money. This is, you know, this is where it's enjoyable for me. It's just a hobby. We'll check that barbecue. Oh, okay. Okay. Nice barbecue, big one. Ah, that's what we want. Beautiful. Oh, these are nice ones. 3 panels. Excellent. We're getting this. And a big one. That's more like it. Wow. Thank you very much. That's what we want. Cast. Alright. Always try and get the real heavy stuff at the front. This big outdoor heater, it just takes up too much space for what it's worth. This is just an empty can. Here we've got a modem. That's always welcome. And fan with cord. Excellent. And then this wooden box, it's got a little cord. Alright. Well, we can take this fluorescent globe because it's only going to go into landfill, so I'll take the cord and then I'll recycle it, you know. So that's one little thing that is left outside of landfill. Is that plastic? From the road that looked like copper pipe, so oh well. It just doesn't weigh anything. Yep, again a little bit of weight here, but just too bulky for my van. That's okay. But yeah, I put that big thing in there and that'll be it. You know, it's only probably worth 40 cents in steel, and so it just wouldn't be worth filling up the really light stuff. So the idea here is, because there's not as much stuff as I hoped. Okay. Alright, what do we got here? This looks like it's just a grill oven. And it's had its cord cut. But I'm going to take that big heater thing. Now it's really big again, one of those things, don't weigh much, but it's hollow, so we can still pack stuff in there. Just have a look at this little inconspicuous pile. Christmas trees. Sometimes you'll get Christmas lights. That's a nice rack. See that rack? Whilst it's good steel, it's you know, what is it? It's 6 foot tall, and you can mount this onto like a wall, and you've got storage rack, you know. So I'm always looking for things to do with scrap steel rather than just selling as scrap. Let's keep moving. All right, which way? We'll go left. Okay. All right, now I'm sort of in the area where we're starting to see some scrap. Okay, so not much there. A little push bike we could grab. Let's go and have a little look. grab this little push bike. Well, it's only tiny, but they're actually very heavy, these little things. Okay, this one looks like a bit of a mess. Round the back, what can we find? Bit of steel, we'll take it. Yeah, nothing there. Okay, nothing that one. Where else? Okay, so I haven't found much in the way of eWaste yet, although what's that? That's a scrapped out PC. Well, good on you. Scrapped out PC. I could pick up, but I actually want to just go back into I'll go and do this street here. I'll pick up that scrapped out PC on the way back. Oh God. Jeez, what a truck to park in the middle of the bloody street. Okay. Nothing. Well, it's a big old Sony. Tell you what, no, it hasn't been scrapped out. If someone wanted to take that or even scrap it on the spot, you got a good yoke, but you also got a really thick degaussing cable, probably 2 in there. So it's copper. There's probably about $10 worth of copper in that Sony TV. If anyone was interested, send me a message and I'll tell you where it was. Okay. So yeah, not a lot in eWaste, but what do we got here? There's Sony Blu-ray, take that. Receiver. Just got to go through, have a little look. Yeah, we could probably take that. 20 cents worth of steel. Okay. Sandwich maker. Still got the cord. So a bit of steel, bit of copper wire. I'll just go to this hidden little box. You just never know. Okay. Nothing there, and we'll go over here. Yeah, I'm certainly not. I'm not the kind of scrapper like I used to be. I used to be much more efficient. Here, I like these. Right, springs, and this looks like an exhaust connection. I don't know. I don't think it's a. I've got a whole heap of. I'll take these springs and this exhaust. Oh, there's a little microwave there. Oh, bring my car up. Okay, so these springs that you see that I'm carrying, they're about 1/2 inch thick. So that makes them high grade steel. So you get better than scrap steel value. Yeah, so because these are really thick, these go as high grade steel, so probably get an extra 40%. Just go back and get that. It's problem with walking too far. When you start finding stuff, it's too far for to carry it back. Okay. Little microwave. Oh no, it's just a toast and grill, but I'll still take it because I can fill it up with little bits of steel. I've got the space. Okay. Yeah, it's just a matter of cruising through. I mean, geez, if I did this in a faster pace and I had more energy than I used to, this would be a pretty intense day. But yeah, it actually kind of feels good that I'm going around just for the hobby of it, just for fun. There's no pressure. Look at this. Now this, that's this weighs about 30 pounds, and as you can see, it's like a table stand or something, and we can use this for anything, any other kind of project. To buy that, it's also adjustable, it's got a bolt. To buy something like that or get it made, you know, you're paying big bucks, so that's why people keep them in the first place. They only throw them out when they're you know, totally sure. Like this old door, it's got brass fittings. It's got, unfortunately it's broken, but this is lead-like glass, so that's all lead. This door could be restored and probably worth at least 200 bucks if it was properly restored, or actually more if you put lead light. Now I don't want to take off this brass out here, but there must be other good stuff. Okay, I like that. Fluorescent tube. Two of them. Beautiful. I'll take that. All right. So yeah, this is the beauty of it, just taking time and just trying to it's more for, you know, experience. So this sheet, it looks like it's stainless. No, maybe not. Oh yeah, actually I think it is. Nothing. We'll take the steel. From a bed. Hey, why not? No one else is taking it. I mean, there's a pretty good chance a lot of it will go into landfill, so I mean, some of the steel they'll pick out, but you know, why send it to landfill? So it's not just the money, it's like steel, 10 cents a kilo, but you know, we're actually putting precious resources back into the market, you know. Here's a vacuum cleaner in there. Ha. Okay, well, here's a vacuum cleaner that scrappers missed. It's got a cord. let's move on. This is fun. I'm having a pretty good time. Okay, so we're on the right track now, and so it's from here heading south back home. So, all right, but I can just see some of the stuff. Okay, I'm running out of camera, so I've actually got to head back and empty the camera SIM card, because I can't keep filming, so it's going to stop in 5 seconds. Not much here, so yeah, I'm just going to scoot up the end of this street. Oh no, still got a minute. Nothing here. A little bit of crappy steel. Oh, actually, I've got all this sheet metal here. I'll take a couple pieces just to make up for the stop. It's reasonably flat. I might as well get some more. Alright, well, as I said, I'm out of camera, so I'll see you soon. Okay, I'm back and got my camera back now, so I can continue on filming. But yeah, it's just started raining as I was driving back, so I don't know if I'm going to do a second pickup right away. So what I might do, because I did want to do two runs just to see what I can pick up, what would be in a normal day if it wasn't raining. So but I ended up sort of heading back, and really ended up loading up quite a lot of steel in the end. Just sort of picked up all kinds of things. So even found another scrapped out microwave, partially scrapped out, where they've just taken out the transformer. So I can still get some value out of that and use the cavity. But I picked up a few good things, interesting things anyway. But yeah, mostly steel. And it took, I think it was about just under an hour and 30 minutes. So yeah, about an hour and a half I went around, and it was basically, a lot of it was just stopping on the side of the road and just walking up half the street. So what I'll do now is I'll just empty out the van and have it ready. I don't think I'm going to be able to get out if it keeps raining. So, but what I'm going to do is first thing in the morning, I've kind of got the bug now. So first thing in the morning, I want to go out and just do another pickup, and just so I've got the two sample pickups and give us a rough idea on what I can get, or what anyone can pick up in value in you know, a day of picking up scrap around Melbourne anyway. So yeah, give me a chance to start pulling out a few of these things, but I'll show you the exhaust systems that I picked up. Can't remember, the guy actually was out there and he said that he took these off his Commodore car to put, you know, those new fancy style of exhaust systems. So these are actually sellable, but yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them, but I'll give you a look anyway. So obviously this bike was the last thing I managed to squeeze into the back of the van. It's one of those little chopper type bikes. Pretty cool. Might be one to restore, and you know, someone might, it's got one of those, yeah, it's got a bit of a mag wheel on the back. No, it's mostly just steel. Even the forks are steel. So a little bit of aluminium on the brakes, but yeah, so unless, yeah, it's all rusted up. So pretty cool, but just a scrap metal, apart from picking off a bit of aluminium. But you know, even this is what I mean by value adding. You know, I mean, most people that if they did pick this up as scrap steel would probably just throw the bike into straight out. Whereas, you know, why not even just break off a bit of this aluminium, You know, it's worth 10 times more than steel, so it all adds up, I suppose. I got got couple of exercise equipment. Actually got a really, I think it's a rowing machine that looks to be in perfect order. So that might be a sellable item. Got this old style. Just check, but it looks too steel to me. Yep. It's all steel. It's a start. Oh, here's those exhaust pipes that I was just mentioning. I'll get these out. Alright, that's one of them. Wow. And this hasn't been cut off or anything. This is straight, you know, just been removed. So I'll bring this in. But yeah, that's it there. And it looks like a nice little exhaust system. It's off a reasonably late model Holden. Cool, that's awesome. And there's another part to it. If I can get that. Check this one out. This one's really cool. There we go. How's that? That's the other part of it. This goes further on. Catalytic converters, palladium, rhodium, maybe platinum. Don't think on the petrol ones. But yeah, it's a awesome. So obviously this exhaust system has got a value just as an exhaust system. It's, you know, even the guy that when I took it, the guy was out there and he said, this would sell on eBay for at least a couple $100. I said, yeah, maybe. We'll see. Okay. Now, what I want to do is I want to get out all this scrap metal over to that area and separate what's e-waste and what's not. Got another big antenna. It's the one with the seam, so it's just regular aluminium, sheet aluminium. Right. Yeah. Still got this to scrap out too before I take it to the scrapyard. Okay. An old fan. What else we got up here? Fluorescent light covers or whatever. They're obviously they got the little ballast inside and some wire running through, and then the rest are scrap metal. So yeah, got a bit of this nice little rods. This goes into better than scrap. So when we're scrapping for scrap metal, obviously we're getting things that we can sell as scrap metal, but bars like this, whether it be trampoline kind of tubes or whatever, if you've got a bit of a property and you've got space, I mean, this is worth hanging on to. And as I said on the road, that the reason why a lot of this scrap is out there is because people initially held on to stuff like this because they saw the value, but after a while they're not going to use it, so they throw it out. But yeah. So yeah, before I throw it as scrap, I make sure that I can't use it for something else. And regardless whether the rods are stainless steel, aluminium, or just steel, they've still got a use. If you enjoy it and you're just going out, just as much for fun as for a bit of spare money, then yeah, why not pick up a little bit of steel, even though it's low value. Since you're there picking up e-waste, the steel will just cover for your fuel, and it might buy you lunch and stuff like that. It's not going to really make you a great deal of money, I understand that, but it will help cover costs and pay for the e-waste that you scrap. And so yeah, all right, what else we got? So here's that microwave that was scrapped out. So same as last week, it's a common thing. Someone's obviously got a hobby of just taking those transformers, as people suggested, for all kinds of reasons. Those sheets of metal that I bent over on the street there, so stainless steel. So whilst this would never get picked up because it just looks like steel, yeah, it looks like a microwave cavity or something, but it's probably something else. And yeah, so it makes, it just sort of adds to the value of picking up stuff like, here we go. Oh, well, I got quite a few of these pots, different kinds. They're probably, this is probably $1.50 and this one's probably $1, and it all adds up. I even found myself a little trophy, right? So I think someone just left it out for me as a prize-winning scrapper for the day. Probably not, but how's that? Cool. Picked up one CRT TV just because I felt like it. I've actually got a couple here, and I was tempted to get more. Maybe I might tomorrow morning, but yeah, since I'm going to the recycling centre anyway, I might as well scrap a few of these little ones out, and at least these ones are going to go in the right direction, because where I take them, they get recycled further, whereas a lot of these are just going to be thrown in landfill, unfortunately. That tyre that you see there, well, it's actually a wheel with a tyre. And don't forget them, because most scrapyards, should accept a wheel, even if it has got a tyre on it, as scrap steel. Even an empty paint can, I just throw a few little bits in there and just throw it in scrap steel like that, So normally I wouldn't pick this up, but because I can use it, it's all just steel. Okay. So there you go, a rusty old wheel. Even though it's got the tyre on it, it still goes as scrap metal, scrap steel. So it's only the tyres on their own, obviously, or if you had a lot of them. But most scrapyards that I know of will let you drop off one or two tyres with wheels. So, really, it's it weighs about close to 10 kilos. So 10 cents a kilo, that's $1. So it probably weighs a little bit more, but still, think about it. I actually got a PC as well, But this is the kind of thing that, you know, only a scrapper will understand, you know, and will enjoy. If you're just going purely for money, then yeah, of course you're going to stick to picking e-waste and hopefully finding non-ferrous metals, cutting cords, stuff like that, you know, going for the stuff that's, you know, more valuable. But if you're just a scrapper plodding along, and you're going to accumulate scrap steel no matter what you do, so you're always going to the scrapyard dropping off scrap steel. So why not, in times like this when it's hard rubbish season, pick up your scrap steel whilst you're finding a bit of e-waste or the odd cool thing, because when you're looking for scrap steel, you know, some might have mistaken these exhaust pipes as being just rusted out exhaust pipes, but they're actually just been taken off a car because they've put on the fancy style exhaust. So you've got two cat converters. I'm pretty sure these are the catalytic converters. Yeah. So let us know if these two things are catalytic converters, because they're stock standard exhaust system for that particular car, and it's not just a crappy car. I think it's a V8. Yeah, but anyway, so we did get a few fans, because you know I'm a big fan of fans. What else? Scrap steel. I did get one circuit board, a slot card, so that's good. And there was another thing that came with it, but yeah, so bonus. And here's something that I picked up. I wanted to show you. It's one of those treadmills, but it's a modern one, and it actually had a sign on it that it works and all the parts are there, like this bag. So they put all the parts in it, so they're obviously expecting, you know, they wanted someone, like a lot of people do when they throw out their rubbish, is they're hoping that someone will pick it up because they actually want to use it, keep using it. So in this case, this is a very modern treadmill, and so because it works perfectly, it's a win-win for me, because yeah, you could sell it as a treadmill, or I probably could use it myself. And but the motors in these treadmills are really highly sought after by people that want to generate electricity off grid and stuff. Someone gave me a bit of a sample of, you know, how they extract power. I'm not into electronics like that, but yeah, these treadmill motors are really good for that kind of thing. So even if I never use it, that motor is going to be an awesome thing, and it's got all the parts, and it's a York Pacer 2500. Okay, so that's the half a horsepower motor. That's a pretty cool motor, and yeah, so awesome. All right, now it's just started raining again. Just want to get it. So I've probably scuffed it a little bit putting it in because it was so heavy. Oh yeah, here's the sign. What does it say? All parts PWO. So assuming it means all parts perfect working order, right? And that's a little baggie of parts. So let's get this in before it gets too wet. So that's an awesome one. So there you go. No one wanted it because, hey, who wants scrap metal? Scrap steel, 10 cents a kilo. You know, it's even got a nice little LCD panel here. But, you know, it turns out if you looked a little bit closer or read the sign, it's perfect working order. Well, who wants a treadmill anyway? I think it might be a rowing machine. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. So this just locks up. Oh, there you go. Well, yeah. There we go. I got myself a treadmill. And it's, you know, it's even second hand. It's got to be worth $100. So there you go. 1.5 hours. Now a little bit longer to unload. You know, got myself a bloody treadmill. All right, we'll keep going. Okay, what else we got? The PC. got this PC about 1 minute after the camera stopped. So you can see it was in there. So the cover's already open. Alright, so someone's come along and looks like they're not interested in most, they're obviously not into the recovery. They've taken the CPU and probably, the RAM and the hard drive, most likely. And obviously the heat sink off the CPU. So most of the value's gone. Here, all there is power supply, wire. We've got an DVD drive there and a motherboard, but nothing on the motherboard. So that's interesting. So obviously a PC person. I picked up this slot card somewhere else, but might as well put it there now. So there you go. Not much of a PC, but not a bad tower. Some Wii stuff, and one of them was one of these foot pedal things from the gaming thing. What's it called? It's a balance board. So I've actually got a couple of these now, and I haven't scrapped the one out yet, so it's about time I scrap one out and had a look what's actually inside one. There we go. It's a little Barbie bike, right? Not bad. It's, quite rusty and been hanging around. Obviously hasn't been used, but I reckon that someone still would want that. But we can't send everything to everywhere. I mean, if we kept everything that was, worthwhile for somebody, geez, you'd need a warehouse. Oh yeah, we've got to get that keg. I forgot all about that one. Oh yeah, we'll get that big bugger out. Just some more steel, so I'll get some of this steel out. One of the first things I picked up, I think. I worked out what this is just now. Remember that really nice machined thing? Well, it's actually, there's one right in front of me. It's actually on top of the keg. It's like a... So there you go. It's... Yep. But this one looks like it's a new one. Oh, I can smell alcohol. Wow, it smells like wine. Hey, it's bloody vino. Oh yeah. It's like a concentrated wine that's sat on the bottom and solidified, and there's a little bit of very thick like liqueur still in there. Interesting. Hey, but so we've worked out what it is, and so certainly going to keep it. Now, what's it? Okay, it looks like it could be, I'm pretty sure it's solid stainless steel by the looks of it. Yeah, it's too heavy to be aluminium. So that's bloody awesome. And the keg itself, I mean, that's steel. The top looks like it's aluminium. Remember those? They're good. Oh yeah. And so, no, that's got nothing to do with it, I don't think. I thought this was, I don't know, unless it's, oh yeah, it's like got a little rubber plug, and that sits in that. Okay. So I'm not sure. I think that's probably an aerator for the wine that was sitting in there. They're trying to get some air going in there to keep it maturing, or I don't know. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Now, what can we do with this huge keg? Well, I think we can cut out the top and turn this into a furnace to melt copper and aluminium. What do you reckon? That's what I reckon it could be. And what else we get? Oh yeah, we got the golf clubs. A friend of mine is going to like these. Okay, well, they're not cheapies, they're Wilsons. What else we got? Oh, we've got a lean, mean, fat grilling machine. right? I'm not even going to try to scrap it out. I'm just going to cut the cord and throw it in scrap metal, most likely. The early stuff, a few more fans. So I'll just finish off this now, get out those bars, and we'll be ready to go for the next pickup. Okay, so I'm emptied up now and just got the 2 tubs now, but I still can't get over this huge meat cleaver. I mean it's nothing spectacular, but I just didn't expect you know, you see a lot of knives, but you don't see many meat cleavers. Okay, so it's very magnetic, but so it's obviously some kind of steel. So I'm not sure if it's a good brand, but a few bits and pieces. In this one, it was mostly modems, a couple of keyboards, some stainless steel, I think. Perfect. So this is a really good one to just use in the workshop, especially later when I'm into precious metal recovery. Might need stainless steel container. So all that sort of stuff. I think that's that's from Wii. So that looks like a steering wheel or something. Doesn't look like it's all complete. Might be just rubbish. I did get one piece of copper, 8 inches of copper. Some more pots. This one I thought was stainless steel, but it's not. It's just steel. But another one of these. Aha. Stainless steel again. Got 2 of them. It's actually a really nice one. Nice condition. Yeah, so got little knickknacks. Microsoft wireless, it's still working, it's still flashing. Alright, yeah. So, the van's ready to go for the next load. I could come out and do another one, yeah. I mean, there would be enough time, but it would start, getting dark by the time I got back. You see that's the sun going down in the west. So, yeah, no, I'll go out first thing in the morning. About 9 o'clock, I'll take off. That way, the peak hour traffic is all gone, and most people are gone to work. Streets are quiet. I'm going to be able to, scrap pretty intensely tomorrow. Weekends, there's so many scrappers around, and maybe I might pick up the late Sunday stuff that's been thrown out. But anyway, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4 fans. That's not bad. I'll start processing them straight away just to reduce the just to get these grills out. Got one little CRT, got the scrapped out microwave, some fluorescent lights, the PC, the couple of microwaves from that little pickup yesterday, the Wii things, should put out of the rain. So this is, the bulk of the scrap steel. A couple of little kids' bikes, and like I said, the kids' bikes are the best ones for scrap steel because they're really heavy. Sometimes, the bigger bikes, you'll get a lot of aluminium ones, but these ones are just steel, like most kids' ones are. But they're small, but they're really heavy. Antennas, the heater, more scrap steel. A few things that I'm keeping, and the springs, they're definitely going to go as high grade steel, and this table base, really nice solid steel. This is good for all kinds of constructions. Yeah, so that's it. Value wise, I'm not really sure. Scrap steel wise, there probably wouldn't be much here. Once we clean up some of the wire and that, and we'll see what value we get from the e-waste, and see what we get tomorrow. But for 1.5 hours, and that's me going around, tinking around, looking in little boxes, where when I was in scrapping mode full on, you know, I'd do this a lot quicker, and I'd fill up. I used to fill up in about 30 minutes, to tell you the truth. Come back and I'd do 3 or 4 in one day. So we'll see how we go tomorrow, first thing, and that should be fun and less distractions. And now I know exactly where to go. I won't waste my time in the lean streets. So, like, yeah, today 1.5 hours, but that was driving through areas that, you know, there were empty streets. I was just in the wrong area. And so if I was in the area where I ended up, I would have been done, yeah, probably in half an hour, because it only took me about 20 minutes, I suppose, to fill up once my camera stopped. So, but anyway, tomorrow I'll be ready to go again, loaded up, camera loaded, and we'll see how we go.